Hi everybody, welcome to the Thescottshow. This is Scott here. We are here on Tuesday. It's the 26th of September. I've got lots of crap to talk about. I got lots of things to go off about. But we're going to be doing it all up here on the Scott Show Wake Up Call, as we do every morning here on the Scott Show with the 102550.net. And if you're at 102550.net/the Scott Show, check us out. We have 6 channels of different things going on there, and we'll be updating all of them today, as well as the site itself. I got big news coming up, and that will be all on the 102550 show tomorrow, Wednesday. We always do the 102550 show. Now, I know that normally we'd talk about politics on the politics show, but I'm going to talk a few little things of politics today. And I'm going to do that before we give that the checkiday.com. So we're going to do that right now. And the first little bit of conversation is, as you guys know, I am the president of 102550 Homeless Project. And with that, I get to travel all across the country and talk to people all across the country, both on the internet and everywhere else that I can. And in saying that, I get to deal with the wonderful people of the great state of Alabama. Alabama tomorrow has a primary, of which it is a Republican primary between Luther Strange, the candidate who is supported by the president, and Roy Moore, who is not supported by the president, but he's supported by a lot of conservatives and other groups. These two guys are going to face off tomorrow, and then as CBS said, after that they'll face off against the Democrat. Now, I didn't know there was a new wrestler out there called the Democrat. I figured that he has a name. I think his name is Mike something, but they didn't give that to me, and I'm gonna Google it because I know it's Mike, but I feel terrible in the fact that I don't know who it is, because I'm only paying attention right now to the Republican, primary, find out who wins out of this thing, and then we'll see what happens. Now, folks, this is going to be a very interesting election in Alabama. Oh, and you know what? I was so even wrong. The guy's name is Doug Jones. That's how much of just a normal name he has, and probably also no chance. Doug Jones, if you win, I will turn out to be your biggest fan, because in no poll that I see here do you have a shot. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how you do. I'm not thinking it's gonna go well for you. Just saying, in no poll I see. But if you do good. And Alabama, I know, is a very conservative, Bible Belt kind of place. I get that. I'm not saying anything bad about our wonderful people in Alabama. Well, I love them. Roll Tide to anybody in Alabama. And then all you Auburn fans, we love you too. It's all good. But it's going to be very interesting. So I'm interested to see what happens in this special election for the Senate. And I know that some people who are listening local are saying, why are you talking about the Senate races when there's so much going on here? And let me spout off a little bit more, and let me do it locally. Folks, all your politics is local. All of it. And the idea that you have someone who gets elected who doesn't know what they're doing, who has absolutely no respect for this person's district, but then votes to charge the district extra money for water and raise the rates. This person is terrible and needs to be taken out of council. Now, I say that in the most, I'm not saying names way. If people do want to hear names, they can go back in the archives and listen. People are hitting up my phone today, holy crap. But it still angers me that, I get that rates are going to have to be raised sometimes, but this was not the right way to do it. I think that it would have taken, if the council itself would have got and done a little bit more announcement to the people about exactly what's going on, I think it would have been better. I do not have any faith at all in my city councilor. I think that my city councilor is worthless. I realize now, more importantly than I did before, and I did a lot, that local politics is everything, because I feel like I am not being very well taken care of when it comes to the elected officials. And you never want to feel like that. You want to feel like you have an elected official that you can talk to, and not a complete moron like I have in the city council. This person is terrible. I can't say a lot more because I'm going to get too angry and say things that I might regret on my own show. But hope to goodness that in 2019 someone votes this person out, somebody else runs, and this person goes away forever, because they don't even deserve anything at all. Just terrible. So I'm very upset with the city council here in Duluth, Minnesota. I think that they could have done a little bit more due diligence with the water. And so, folks, like I said, all politics is local. And then, all politics, any politics shouldn't be in football. I know I had made the national anthem thing. You can go back in the archives, check that out. It's on YouTube. Check us out on YouTube. By the way, we're making money on YouTube. Love it. We're rocking it out on YouTube. I don't think politics should be in football, though. And I know some people are like, hey, well, it's just football. It's, it's this, that, and the other thing. It doesn't matter to me what it is and isn't. It just matters that it's politics. It doesn't need to be there. So I would appreciate, to all the players, owners, and anything else, hey, play football. That would be great. If you guys could just play football, yeah. I would like that a lot better than you guys just, whatever. Because, yeah, it's football. And I like football. So please, for us, for Americans, play some football. Don't be screwing around in politics. I know that owners, they do get their little jollies in politics anyway. I understand that. I'm not gonna fault them for that. For having a little bit of fun and hanging out in the politics world. I mean, it is fun. But just don't try to put your team into the politics world. Now, let me give you an example. There was a certain store. There are two certain stores here in town that gave money to a candidate that I cannot stand. And so for that candidate that I cannot stand, I did not support them. I did not give them my money. I, in fact, said, I'm not going to go into your store anymore. Now, it's not a bad thing for me to say, I'm sorry, I cannot go into your store. But I'm just not going to. You want to give money to a political candidate when you're not supposed to be political. You're supposed to be a store I go into and buy my stuff. Well, then I'm not going to support you and buy your stuff. I can go buy my stuff elsewhere. It's plain and simple. There are two stores here in town that I have trouble going into. One of them I will not walk into, period, end of story. The other one I walk into maybe once every 4 months, because I still like this store. It happened quite a few years ago now. I don't hold any ill feelings against that store for now. And yet there's another store out there. There's 3 I won't go into because of their business practices. And if you guys want to hear me go off about what stores I will and won't go into, you guys can always ask me questions. I'll answer that on Twitter. I'll talk about it. Here on the show, I'm going to be a little bit more laxed and say, hey, I'm not gonna say where I'm not going. Some places, and one of these stores has a whole bunch of different stores around, not just one store. That's a business practice one. That's a different story. The politics one is simple. You bring up politics or religion, and your friends don't want to talk to you anymore. Those are 2 things you don't talk about in a conversation: politics and religion. The NFL did it. Trump did it. Trump is an elected official. The NFL is not. They are not elected. We would not vote for you folks. I mean, come on. There are the worst fans out there. There are some great fans. Okay? There are some fans who will be fans of the team until they're dead. And they will support all the players. They will say, man, that player sucks. Get rid of that player. But then there's those other people that, they're doing they're playing so great. Oh, they suck. Oh, get rid of them. They need to die. Oh, wait, they're playing great again. And we can't have that in our world. But we do. And we are the worst fans. The ones who played in the middle. And I played in the middle. I don't care. I want to see a good football game. I don't want to see people kneeling. I don't want to see people, let me talk about my political aspirations. I don't care about your political aspirations because, first of all, I'm probably not in your district, and second of all, I ain't going to vote for you anyway. I'm going to vote for the other guy. Because the other guy ain't wasting my NFL time. I understand that people need to make, these people have, celebrity to them. Be a celebrity outside of the game. I know I made the whole national anthem comment earlier, and it's got the show and everything. I just want to bring that up because it's all over the news, talking about Trump and this one guy who was the Army Ranger. You know what? Your actions speak louder than your words, folks. And his actions were that he went out and saluted the flag because it's the flag. It's the flag of the United States. Now he's coming back saying, I shouldn't have done that because of my team. No. He's trying to, it's the old saying, it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. He's trying to ask forgiveness first from his team. He wants his team not to be hurt over it. I get that. But I also get where he's coming from. His actions definitely spoke louder here. And so there you go. Now we're going to get to the checkiday.com stuff. I know I had 3 different things I had to talk about today before we did anything else. And hopefully I made that a little bit entertaining. If not, I'm sorry. But please, check us out on YouTube. Come on. We need to make some money and some homelessness. That's what we need to do. Alright, so it is the European Day of Languages. Now, European Day of Languages does not include English unless you include Britain in as a European country. Sometimes they don't. They think that they're just Britain and then the continent is the rest. So, go figure. Johnny Appleseed Day. It's Lumberjack Day today. And, of course, with it being Lumberjack Day today, it's Flapjack Day, Pancake Day. It's actually National Pancake Day, but we'll just call it Flapjack Day because it's Lumberjacks. National Voter Registration Day. It's Shamu the Whale Day. And it's also National Better Breakfast Day, and I'm wondering about that. So I clicked on it, and of course it's going to be all on the 26th of September. They don't have really anything that says anything about it. Mom2momnutrition.com, Baby Better Breakfast National Breakfast Month. Okay. I do want to start getting the national months out there. However, I think some of those podcasts will go a tish long, just like we've already been going, 16 minutes on here. So it is September is National Breakfast Month, and September 26th is recognized as Better Breakfast Day. For many families, breakfast is a low priority or not one at all. If you think you are saving time or cutting calories by skipping breakfast, think again. Making a healthy breakfast as part of your morning will get you and your family on track to make healthier choices through your day and curb overeating at other meals. So there you go, folks. That is from Mom2momnutrition.com. And you know what? I really don't care if people are like, oh, you read Mom2Mom Nutrition. You know what? It's just a website. It's got all the great information on it anyway. So there you go. And it actually has quite a few interesting little things going on here about what is and isn't a good breakfast. So check it out, folks. If you want a good breakfast, by all means, go and do it. So, folks, my name is Scott. Like I said, this is the Scott Show, and we are rocking it out every single day here on the Scott Show Wake Up Call. We do other podcasts as well. Check out 102550.net/the Scott Show for all 6 channels and the most updated pages that we have. So we'll be having more podcasts all about different stuff. We have our politics show, our 102550 show, sports show, wrestling show, and Scriptures with Scott, and that's a really fun one too. So, check us out on YouTube at tinyurl.com/102550. We always make things happen. We have a great time here. So, there you go, folks, and we are going to make it happen tomorrow on the Scott Show Wake Up Call. We're going to leave you a little song, and then we're going to be rocking it out and making things happen all day today. With the 102550 Homeless Project. So you guys have a great day, and we'll check you guys out real soon.